It's Irving. Goes up to the stripe. And here's Leonard from three. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company. One of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a card for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Parker outside. The shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
That shot wide open. Parker's got 5 points so far.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Lets it go. No luck. Great D that time from Irving.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
That is good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else. Yeah, he's not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Mills, who's checked in for the Spurs.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in a more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
And San Antonio has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. They get the rebound. Duncan dishes to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Leonard. Looking to end the run. And he gets it to go. Leonard's got 8 points.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Smith with a wide open look. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
And here's Leonard from 3. And Mills kicks to Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. 5 points in the game.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Duncan with the bucket.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
A nice shot by LeBron.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Got a piece of it. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers on top, up by 4. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of
I always try to improve and get
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pop's and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
On the court for San Antonio, they've got Anderson. West out there with Boris Diaw. Then there's Martin. And it's Mills in at the 1 spot. How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Spurs trail by 5. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. 9 feet out. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Mills can't hit.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Pass to Diaw. Mills in the corner. Back to Martin. Lets the 3 fly. The Cavaliers pull it in. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Smith kicks to Love. And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. James. No points to be had here. Misses for the 5th time in 13 tries. Pass to Mills. It's stolen by Smith. And they're moving it up. Jumps up for the finish. Got a hand on it. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. The drive by LeBron. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 17 points and 3 assists. That's big-time production. He has over 50% of his team's points. Wow.
You just got to love watching the way he operates.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. That's it. In there. Love with the assist. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs. And speaking of LeBron's leadership, trying to will this Cavs team to a title, one of his greatest challenges.
And Kevin, the expectations are just so high. He may have had less talent around him in his first stint in Cleveland, but after winning titles in Miami, anything less seems like a step backwards.
San Antonio calls timeout.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Duncan, he's checked in for Diaw. Aldridge comes in for Kyle Anderson. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Kevin Martin. And it's Leonard in for Patty Mills. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Here's Irving. A second chance effort, and it's Love laying it in. Love's got 6 points.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Ginobili the pass to West. A three from Leonard, but they'll get another chance. West dishes to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by West. 14 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Aldridge kicks to Duncan. Back to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. It's stolen by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And nothing but air on that one.
Very dangerous to lead a guy like...
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. James, good on the shot. And now a 9-point Cavalier lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Aldridge kicks to Leonard from deep three-point range. Duncan the pass to Aldridge. And here's Leonard from three. Rebound Love. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. West kicks to Leonard.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
It's stolen by Smith. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And the teams are going to have to